good evening, and welcome to Tea Time.
Welcome to Tea Time. It is a Monday, November 10th, and it's starting to get cold out. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and introduce you to my guest. Friday, if you want to put up pick A, I performed at Governor's Comedy Club in the Giggle Room. Yeah, there I am. It was fun. It was great. I had a great time. And you know who was there? Michael Rappaport in the next pick, please. Michael was there in the main room doing stand-up, and he is sweet. He said he'll do my show. I'm excited to book a date with him. And I want to thank my brother and my sister-in-law and everyone who came out to see me. Steve, Stephen, Matthew, Robert. Great time. Saturday, I was on set in Bayshore for Extortion Thugs. Had a lovely time. Sunday's laundry, because we all need clean underwear. And I was prepping for my show, and I saw a movie, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. But let me get to my guest. He is a actor, he's a director, he's an editor, he's a producer, he's a writer. He's done a little bit of everything. Jerry Parisi's here. Hi, Jerry.
Wait a minute. You didn't mention that I'm good looking.
Oh, that too. Well, we're going to get to that also.
Okay, good. We got to get that straight right from the start.
We're going to get to that. How are you?
I haven't figured it out yet. But I like your show. It's interesting.
I'm glad you like my show.
I like your logo.
Thank you. I did have on Joe Valenti, which we'll talk about him too. But I want to talk about you. I did a comedy show on Friday, but you actually, back in 2017, you actually emceed a comedy show. I think it was Gateway or something. You emceed a show.
No, it was.
Was it for Gateway Comedy Club?
Yes, it was Gateway Comedy Club.
How did you do emceeing a comedy show?
I walked up there and I told one of my favorite jokes. That's what I did. And I would introduce to the different comedians.
Yeah. It's a whole other animal, isn't it?
It was fun. It was fun. I think at first the people at the end of my joke had to think for a minute, which is what I like. And then they started laughing. Yeah. Let me see if I could actually remember it. But boy, you did some research on me. Man, oh man, don't go on a date with this chick.
Oh no. But no, it's a totally different animal to get up and try to make people laugh. You know, it's not an easy thing, but I want to know. I know you're on the Long Island now. Did you actually grow up on Long Island?
No.
Where'd you grow up?
Ridgewood, New York City.
Ridgewood, Queens.
Ridgewood, Queens.
Yeah.
And I went to the High School of Art and Design.
Yes, you did.
Then I went to, actually, I went to visual arts at night, and because I was already working in the industry 3 weeks after I graduated in 1974.
Wow.
And I had to. I was too driven, you know.
Well, were you a model at all? Did you do some modeling? Because we could put up pick E, please. I don't know. I grabbed this and I'm thinking, were you a model?
Oh my God,
back
she's
then?
got me from. Actually, that's from Pictures for Fort Apache, The Bronx.
I love that movie.
With Kenny Wall and
yes.
Oh my God, Paul Newman. Right.
And we have another pick, the next pick too, back in the day.
And actually, those were for Joanne.
Were they?
Because her mother was the one who got me into it as an extra.
Really?
Yes, that's actually true.
Wow.
And I was on the set the day they pulled the little anchors through the blue and white police car. Because at the time they had green and white police cars, green, black, and white.
Right.
And they had just switched over to the blue and whites.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
And what they do is they had they pulled them, and that's how they smashed the
I
glass.
love that
with them.
movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
You probably wouldn't see me in the crowd, but hey, at least it was there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it was great.
Was that your very first experience on a set?
It was, and another one right after that was called Dreams Don't Die, a Seidelman Nice production, now that you got me going into history here. And it was a Beaux-Arts ball at Studio 54.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what got you your SAG card?
Okay, so way back, you had to join AFTRA first.
Right.
So I joined AFTRA to do soap operas. However, I happened not to be 6 foot, blonde hair, and blue eyes.
Right.
I don't know why that would have mattered. I was good looking anyway. But keep remembering that. If Joe Valenti's watching, he's probably going, please stop.
He is. Hi, Joe.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And what happened was I never got into any soaps.
Okay.
However, I scored a movie, and to get the card, you had to be within the realm of where it was. However, the producer wanted to do it all the way out in Montauk. And they said, you will have to be the SAG rep for your own movie. So if anything's wrong, you'll call us. Of course I will.
Yeah, yeah.
And so what happened was I got my check. I went and cashed it. I got the one back from the bank with the stamp on and everything else. Brought it to the Guild. I was in AFTRA for a year, and then I gave them $1,200, I believe it was, to join.
Wow.
So I was actually in AFTRA and SAG.
Right.
Then they merged.
They merged.
Right. And when they merged, a lot of people who were just AFTRA got that, you know, kind of like,
Correct. Yeah.
got into it.
They did.
I was 1981, I joined the Screen Actors Guild.
Yes, I have that down. But you went for school. You actually went for advertising, right? Didn't you?
Yes, so art and design is for advertising.
Right, and then
And
you
illustration,
and
a
you
few
were
other
also the art director of the Publishing Clearinghouse.
It's called Publishers Clearinghouse.
Right, Publishers Clearinghouse,
So-
and you were actually on the Prize Patrol too.
Yes, I was.
I'm still waiting for the knock on my door.
And you would not believe how many people have come to me and said that. But let's back up a second.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't happen.
Right.
So I started in traffic and production. I moved into being an art director later on, which didn't help. Because when you're in traffic, they're going to like, oh, we don't want to know you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because creative is different than production.
Yes.
But to get my foot in the door, I got over to an interview at Ogilvy. And I loved Ogilvy worldwide. I loved it. That was like God, and it is the 4th largest agency worldwide.
Right.
Okay. So what happened was I went to another agency, and I can't think of their name off the top of my head.
Wasn't Saatchi, right?
No, it wasn't Saatchi, and
Okay.
I'll tell you the story about Saatchi. Saatchi was not always Saatchi. It was DFS Dorland.
Really? Oh,
it was
I didn't
Compton,
know that. See, when
Ted Bates.
All right, so when my girlfriends worked, it was Saatchi and Saatchi. That's
Still
how I
Saatchi
knew
and
it.
Saatchi
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
Right. So what happened was I went to this other agency and I interviewed, and they gave me the job as an art director. And they said to me, "You got the job?" And I said, "It's great. I don't want it." They said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I don't." They said, "Well, why'd you come?" I said, "I had to practice on somebody. I'm going to Ogilvy tomorrow." And that's what I did. I got the job at Ogilvy, but I didn't get it in creative because creative wasn't open. Traffic and production was. Like, okay, back to that world. However, with an incredible, wonderful boss and me who doesn't stop, I got promoted to a senior traffic person in production. And then later, when it opened up in the Capani group, I got into that was the most prestigious group there. And I was only an assistant art director there. Wow. I had to really work hard. But in the middle of the night, I also then worked as a type director in the same company. So they ran a 24-hour operation. In the middle of the night was type. During the day, I worked on American Express, AT&T, Sealand, and all of that, working, designing, and doing what I had to do. But for extra money, and why not, show up at 4 a.m., read everybody else's type, and I got a sense of type that nobody could get just by doing one thing.
Wow.
So that's what happened. Then I went on to another agency, became a senior art director. I went up the ladders, and then I got sick in New York City.
Okay.
And even though my last wonderful job there was a pharmaceutical agency where I worked on Retrovir and Wellbutrin and a few other things, I went to Publishers Clearinghouse,
Right.
got to be an art director there. And then, yes, because of my television background, I went in, knocked on the door, and said, "I have to be on your prize patrol." "Well, we can't have that." "Oh, yes, you can." And they said, "Why?" I said, "Because I'm Jerry Parisi," which actually worked. Don't ask me how. But it did.
Great.
And I got on.
Right.
And I got on the Prize Patrol. And it was wonderful. So the first was Prize Patrol School, where they had one of the original Barbies. And they did this for Entertainment Tonight. I was on Mary Hart. And you know the part in Publishers Clearinghouse, years ago, commercials where a girl is dressed in a towel when she answers the door? That's real.
Okay.
Okay, what happened was they dressed her up like that in only a towel.
Okay.
I was not expecting to be kissed on the lips like that.
Right.
And of course it was all fun and games.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we each got an allowance and I started doing it down south. And here's an interesting story. My sister Judy, who better be watching because I'm going to quiz you, Judy. She's like, I called her up. It was supposed to be a secret because you're not supposed to tell anybody when you're going to be there.
No, yeah.
So I called her up. I said, what are you doing next Tuesday? And I'm looking at the thing right here. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to be in Greenville. And she says, I don't know, Mario's working. Amanda is like, you know, with me. I go, good. Because she never believed in the Prize Patrol and all of that.
Right, a lot of people didn't.
Right, and American Family was no help because they were not like the PCH was. And so what happens is, well, you're going to ride in a Prize Patrol van with me since you are going to have to watch me give away the check you don't believe I give away.
Wow.
And I did, and it was really good. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I did Greenville, South Carolina, something North Carolina, and Spartanville, South Carolina.
And how often did they do that?
Well, we did that once a year. I did it 3 years in a
Right.
row. And I had a lot of fun doing it. And I loved, you know, doing what I had to do on television. And here's where the traffic and production came in handy. You're supposed to book your own things. You got to call the media. And I had all that knowledge already. Plus, I have a full print knowledge of 4-color, 6-color press. So the designing to me was, what am I going to finalize?
Right.
Start here to get there.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what you do when you really are a good art director.
Yeah.
And then I went up the ladder all the way up to executive creative director at a place in Long Island. Not the same because Long Island doesn't work a 4A's standard, which is the American Association of Advertising Agencies.
Right.
So they just throw out titles to anybody. Ah, you're this. Oh, man, that's great. Get extra compensation? No. No. I said, but I am, no, you are great. You're God. But you don't, but like I'm making less than the city as an art director in the creative director world.
Right, right.
Which is really 13 titles over an art director.
Wow.
And you have all these graphic artists right now saying, was they watching this tonight? He's
My cousin was a graphic artist back in the day. Yeah.
Well, you know what? One of the things was sort of like what's going on today with the AI.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Basically, back then, I was a drawing artist, so I could draw.
Right.
And I could draw very deeply or very rapidly, which I tended to do a lot of storyboards fast, but when it came to American Express, it had to be almost perfect typesetting, AT&T as well.
Yeah.
But there was a shake of the box, which means if you didn't jump on a Mac and learn it, you're going to be out soon. And the type job faded away because now the Macs were arriving, but I still went to Ogilvy at 4 a.m. in the morning, and I read how to do it, and I learned the
You had to really stay on top of the technology.
You did, and I would be exhausted. I'd go up to my regular office on the 16th floor at Worldwide Plaza, and I'm like, exhausted, you know. And
how long did you do both for? How long did you?
3 years in the type shop at 5 at Ogilvy, about five. And then I started work. I worked at Chapman Direct, which is a division of Y&R, Lyons, Levy, Nichol, and Swift. Another agency after that was actually a recruiting agency. I didn't stay very long at all because I got the job at PCH. When I was at PCH, I worked there about 3 full years.
Yeah.
Then I started my own place in the worst timing, which still exists. Ad count marketing still exists.
Okay.
And I only take clients that understand, shut up and work with me. And I'm not usually this brazen on it, but...
You know what it is because you have so much experience and you know what you're doing. You know how to produce what they want. It's like, you know, it's not like you need their input.
But
just
you want to know
me.
a funny story?
Yeah.
For the first time in my life, I didn't do my own art. And this art...
How weird was that for you?
I mean, we supplied the pictures, and then Tim Gangler was hired by us to do this, and he did an amazing job. He has a different way about him than I did, but when Todd saw this and Joe Valenti saw it, and Leland, our good friend Leland, our writer, they saw Tim Gangler's work.
Right.
I'm not the kind of person that says, oh, wait a minute, I didn't do that.
Right,
No, not at all. Tim did this. And I'm proud of Tim if he's watching, because I told the whole world to watch. But
I'm glad the whole world is watching.
they should be. Well, maybe the Gulf of Mexico is not. Anyway.
Over the years,
Yes.
because obviously you said you got into acting
Yes.
many years ago,
Yeah, when I was a
and
little
got your
boy.
SAG
Yeah.
in '81. But over the years, you've done a lot of different shows.
I did with
and
Joanne, Guys and
movies.
Dolls.
You did?
With my wife. When you see a guy, she was one of those. She's over there.
Well, you know
and she's
what?
either
Let's
laughing
put up-
at me or laughing.
Let's put up a
with me.
pic of Kay. Let's jump to Kay.
Wow, Kay.
Of you and Joanne.
I feel like I'm on a 6th Avenue subway
Yeah,
with the
there
Kay.
you
All
are.
right, good.
Kay, there's you
there's my
are.
Yeah, we just had those done by Tom
Sweet.
Mataloni.
I love that pic.
I was wearing too big of a shirt. I should have worn more, slim.
No, I like it.
I like to be comfortable. That's why I
like
wear
it.
vests all
Well,
the
stay
time.
there, Carmine, because we're gonna put up pic G because you did Law and Order.
I did.
And I have a pic
Man,
of
you
you
are
on
like,
that.
how do you find
There you
this?
are, Law and Order, baby.
That's one of them, yeah.
Thank you. And you also did Younger, Elementary, The
I
Get
loved
Down,
Younger.
Blacklist, The Boxer, Vinyl. You did The Irishman, 12 episodes of The Deuce, and,
Right.
and a lot.
That's how I met Marley. See, Michael
Really?
Bertolini,
Okay.
who is a doll and a half.
Yes.
And I'm going to veer off to something in a
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. Go ahead.
Michael
I'm
and
ready.
I, you ready, darling?
I'm ready.
Darling.
I got a pick for
I love
everything.
her Italian accent.
I could get rid of it. Go ahead.
Here's the deal. So what happens is, Jacob, Michael Bertolini, who I
Yes.
absolutely love.
Yeah.
We are so fun together.
Yeah.
He and I were both in there. He was the mop man, and I was the coin collector in a strip bar, which that used to be what 42nd had. You know, where you
Yes.
go in and see the
I-
live
yes.
girls, right?
Yes,
I was there
yes.
every day. Anyway.
The city has been cleaned up since then.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That was
That was
Giuliani.
that was yeah. It was a long
Giuliani.
time ago.
So what I had to explain to them, I says, guys, I don't want to throw you all off. And they're listening to me, the guys in the Deuce.
Yeah.
I go, you didn't use a quarter. You didn't get 4 quarters for $1. You got 4 tokens. You're not
Correct.
allowed to use money
You're right.
in those machines. So I was the guy at the thing and doing. So Michael and I would start talking, and one day I started telling him about this project I was working on. This is way early, way early, called Eben, and it still exists somewhere.
Yeah.
And I started talking to him in British, of course,
Yes.
like Scrooge would be doing.
Yes.
Which, by the way, Scrooge was a pirate first. Humbug was
Yes.
really arg.
Yes.
See, I changed that.
You did.
I did. But anyway, I'm more fun with Scrooge anyway. Pirates are like.
But you do both well, I have to say. You do.
But so anyway, with Michael, his audition was just to read 1 or 2 small things. It was more like when Joe and Leland and I were casting this, because we did it ourselves. We didn't
Right.
need a casting
Right,
director.
right.
Now you do, because we're up and it's got to be a CSA casting director, something
Right,
brand,
right.
But with one of the things that were very interesting was they just wanted to hear us talk back and forth, and we had an argument. In fact, we did a commercial that's going to run soon, like this week, about an argument about the sign. Him saying
good.
Marley should have been first.
Okay.
Because he was my mentor.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did Scrooge go? Well, you'll find out when you watch the commercial.
Right.
But it's an argument between Scrooge and Marley, and that's the thing. So we really are like a great duo.
Right.
Which brings me to a piece of thing that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
We do so much advertising, which is not even enough for Ebenezer the Traveler. Not even
Right,
enough.
right.
I was talking to a publicist just the other day. She doesn't have the reach into Hollywood or Variety, things like this, but we may still work with her. And one thing you have to do, and I tell this to all the indies, you better find actors that are not only schooled, and I watched them, some of them like, are you really schooled? Okay, and I went to a lot of schooling for that too. But here's what you need out of your actor in the end. Not only do you need this friggin' following, as they say, you gotta have a following, but that actor better join you on sets, and you better be there. Because when we did Huntington, which in my opinion
Yeah.
was the biggest win of them all, because the whole town got behind us.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But our actors showed up. Leland got on a plane with his wife, and they came to New York.
Wow.
Just to be in costume
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Cinema Arts Center.
Yeah.
And we were all in costume. And we greeted the people in that way, in costumes. We're going to be doing the parade, which I'm really excited about. And I guess I'm jumping ahead of your questions. But anyway, that's okay.
Okay.
Remember, I'm good looking.
It's
I
all
can
right.
take over your
It's
show.
all right.
It's
No,
so
you're getting it all in. You're getting
I
it all
love
in, and
this.
we're gonna
It's
talk about it.
fun.
But I want to go back. I want to go back now to 2013 2013. 2013, you did the Long Island Filmmakers, which
Yes.
was a TV show that
Yeah.
you actually directed and wrote, correct?
The Long Island Filmmaker Show was given to me by Greg Persino,
Okay.
a wonderful man, and I was a guest on it.
Yes.
Now, he was shooting that in Optimum's Riverhead office.
Right.
So it was a long trip out there, but a couple of great friends of mine, Don Dodson, Amanda's father, Amanda, a few other people came out to that, and we were all on this one show. And then later on, we were on another show. And he was going to retire from it.
Right.
And he said, do you want it? So for the first year, I kept it as the Long Island Filmmaker Show with his theme song, but our new titles.
Then it became the Filmmaker Show?
It became the Filmmaker Show,
Which you
at
did like
Madhouse TV.
right, which you did like 68 episodes or something like that. Right?
That was only of my show.
And that you produced.
I produced 5 shows.
Yes,
You
produced.
Go ahead, read them off. Read them
No,
off.
go
read them
ahead,
off.
go
No,
ahead.
read them off. Go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
so you produced through Madhouse TV, Bridge to Health,
That's right, with the late Dr. Dow, a wonderful man.
Legal Straight Talk.
With Tom Mealy and
See,
Brett
I said
Harrison.
talk. Did you notice that?
In fact, the
Talk
funny thing is,
instead
I
of talk?
spoke to Brett Harrison tonight.
Really?
In fact, that's why he said, I need you in the commercials tomorrow. Can you be there? He
The
found
Long Island View,
The Long Island View with Tom and Tom.
All Lives Matter.
All Lives Matter. with
Right.
Victor, yeah.
Yeah.
And of
And
course,
which one?
the best of the Filmmaker Show is called
Yes,
the
the
Filmmaker,
Filmmaker Show.
And then we stopped using the Long Island Filmmaker Show,
Right.
Because we got a call from a place in Seattle, and they said we sometimes share these things,
Ooh.
but if you could just do your show as the Filmmaker Show,
Instead of
then we
Long
don't. Then we
Island.
can actually have
Right,
no
right,
problem
right.
airing it as well.
Right.
Well, I said to him that was exactly what we were going to do because I needed then after that first year to expand the show.
Yes. Yeah.
And I did. At Madhouse, we stopped using Cablevision.
Right.
It wasn't as good as Madhouse. Madhouse was very interesting compared to where we are right now at Bobby's
Right,
place
right,
here, which is the Paradise Studios in Massapequa. If you ever
Yes.
in the 50,
It's beautiful.
50 Broadway, it's nice. A lot of nice sets, like Madhouse. Bobby started, I think he said to me, before Madhouse. But guess what? I became the face of Madhouse because I started integrating on Channel 20
Right.
the commercials for each other's show.
Got it.
So what happens was, before the Filmmaker Show, you might see Jackie interview, not interviewing, she would begin like a prelude
Right.
on Legal Straight Talk this week.
Right.
So in my own
Like a
show,
little promo?
I built in the promos,
Right.
which were commercials.
Yeah.
And we did that with Tom Dow and all these, and then we would switch them around. In their shows, I would have a Filmmaker Show. So now we had
Right.
all these slots on Cablevision, right?
Yeah.
And each show, so the one Christmas when I wound up finding out how many people were watching it,
Yeah.
okay, they invited us to a party where the top shows were.
Nice.
We were all invited.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just did all kinds of fun stuff too, as fun things for it. Like
Yeah.
one day by accident, I drove my Mustang on the divider, and his Tom Mealy. It's like, this is what happens when you give a guy a powerful car. And one time, when we had to change the time in the station to Fridays, I started walking across the studio and had the camera on Tom Mealy and Tommy Marr, and they're like looking at me going back and forth. They go, "What are you doing?" I go, "We're moving." No, you're moving time, not the
Oh my
no. Well,
God.
we didn't know that, so I'm just moving
That's
everything.
funny.
And so we did all these funny things.
Right.
And they had amazing guests on Madhouse TV, and it was a real. You felt the spirit of creative back, and I'll never forget Tom Mealy for that.
Yeah.
And he was a great guy, and all of them were. So now, what's your next question?
In 2015, you did Master Class. You directed, correct?
I did that,
That
with
was a
John
series?
Pallotta.
Right.
It was in his school. It was.
Yes.
It wasn't a television
Yeah,
series
yeah,
in
yeah.
his school.
Yeah.
John Pallotta was on my show.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
that's how that all evolved.
Okay.
And John Pallotta was my main acting teacher.
Yeah.
I had Dale McCausland. I went to Barbizon as even a kid.
Wow.
And then Dale was a great actor. And then there was another one, I can't remember his name, Jim something or other. Ooh, I can't remember it. I'm bad with names. I'm worse with lines. Joe's probably saying if he's watching. He doesn't know all his lines.
Uh-oh. The next thing you did was The Hidden.
Hidden, right. Oh my God, that was fun. So I was a reporter in a world like a third world country or something.
Yeah.
And that what was really funny is they had real guns shooting blanks. Boom!
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah.
So now they're in hidden spot in Long Island somewhere, and suddenly Suffolk County police cars start showing up.
I would assume so.
And they were fast, and I have a great respect for the police department.
Yeah.
You know, so they wanted to know who the producer was, and I didn't lie. I pointed to him.
You gave him up right away.
Well, you know,
wow.
I couldn't lie. I wasn't going to say it was me. But yeah, that was a fun thing. It never turned into the episodes.
Right.
But The Hidden was a lot of fun.
2017, you did The Post with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
I was in The Post, and I was going to be just a background person. I don't normally take background, but in this case, because it was Tom Hanks and everything else, I was going to be something, and I had like 4 or 5 days of work on it.
Right.
However, I will never forget this. Never ever forget this. Write this down. What happened was, they saw me and said the director would like you to be upgraded to be a waiter and work directly inside with Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Okay, I said, fine. I went downstairs, and literally 4 girls ripped all my clothes off and started fresh with me.
Right.
And so, lucky that day I wasn't commando. But anyway, you're easy to make laugh. I like that. Hire her Joanne as audience somewhere. So what happened was I literally run upstairs. Now I'm a waiter.
Yeah.
And so I'm facing the back of the director.
And it was still 4 days?
Yeah, it was 3 days of this, but 1 day of that.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, this director turns around and I go, and that's when my jaw dropped to the floor. They had to pick it up and screw it in. And it was Steven Spielberg.
Oh.
And he's like, hi, my name's Steve. How are you? Welcome to the set. This is what we're going to do today with you, if you don't mind. You're going to drop some stuff off. Maybe you'll pick some stuff back up, like your cleaning table. Sometimes you just might pass by.
Nice.
As long as it's all right with you.
Yeah.
As if I'm going to say, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
That's
really. Whatever you
me.
say. Whatever you say,
Crazy.
Steven. Whatever you say.
I worked twice with Marty Scorsese.
Nice.
I worked on vinyl. And here's a very funny story. Lou Martini Jr., who I absolutely love Lou. We
love Lou. Let's put up a picture of Lou, shall we? Picture I. Let's go to I, because this was a while ago.
What if you run out of 26
I think he had dark hair
letters?
back then.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another pilot we were in. I was a sheriff.
Yeah.
And there's Lou. God bless him. I love him.
I love Lou.
And he was a lawyer. He was a lawyer.
Yeah.
And I was that. So
well, you mentioned him. We put him up. Go ahead.
Well, he played our Red Santa and our Green Santa, and he was fantastic.
I know that.
In fact, I will tell you a funny story. Lou, on his break in Oklahoma, because we shot in Oklahoma.
Yes, yeah.
He went with Joanne. And Joanne, who else was it with you? Was it Amanda? Not Amanda. No, Chris. Chris. Oh, yeah, Christine Prater.
Yeah.
So they go walking into this restaurant in
Oklahoma.
Port Huckster.
Okay.
We shot in Tulsa, Hominy, and Port Huckster.
Right.
He goes walking in as Santa. Everybody looks up, you know. And they're like, oh, my God. And there's Lou. I know what you did. You're getting cold for Christmas.
Oh, that's funny.
I heard about forget about it if I tell your husband what you did. And he went around.
Yeah,
the whole place was like shocked.
That's funny.
I walked in as Scrooge because I'm starving. I want something too.
Oh, my God.
Right? And they all look at me, and I didn't get half the accolades. But it was all right, Lou. You did a nice job.
That's great.
Yeah.
He's talking about Ebenezer the Traveler, which we are
Notice
going
I keep
to
sinking
we
back
are going to
into
get
our
to.
movie. We are going to get to it.
No, we're going to sink our teeth into
This
it. But I want to cover
like
a
the
few things.
Inquisition, if you ever come on a show.
2018, you did St. Joseph, and that was Katharina Miccio's movie. That was with Vinnie Pastor, Steve Stanulus, Jackie the Joke Man Martling, and Lou Martini Jr.
Yeah, I was with Lou. And,
which was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
And
Joanne was there.
Yes.
So I was there.
And then you did, after that, you also did The Journey, which was a short.
Well, actually,
and that was with Leland, correct?
That's right. So we had a lot of beginnings and endings of Ebenezer the Traveler.
Yes.
Started out as
Let's put up pic J, because even though this is from the movie, I want everyone to see what you actually look like as Ebenezer. Because you're like the perfect Ebenezer.
I am a perfect Ebenezer.
You are. You are. Thank you. But I have to say, because I had asked you, about this, and this is real. It's real.
Cool. Go ahead. Wife's not jealous. She knows.
It's real. But, it also has kind of like a Wolverine kind of feel going on, too.
I don't know who's that freaking Wolverine
because there's this one pic, I didn't pull it, and I'm going, you can kind of like pass for that, too. Just the picture without you in the.
Well, who played Wolverine?
Who played Wolverine?
Somebody.
You don't.
No.
Oh my God! Now he's. I can't think. It's a brain fart. He was on Broadway, people. Huh? Thank you, Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman played
Who's now
Wolverine.
married to Sutton Foster.
I think they did get married, right?
They did get married.
But
But listen, not for nothing, but I'm a Robert Downey Jr. fan.
Are you?
And then Johnny Depp right after that. There's a little bit of a margin.
Same year, 2018, you did Bend, which was a short.
Oh God, can't even remember a lot of that. Go
That's
on.
okay. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We showed the Law and Order.
This
I didn't
chick
show the
has
hidden.
more notes on me than the police department. Go ahead.
All right. So tell me about Woodward City Productions.
Okay, so
And how you are also the creative.
director. On the
Yes,
marketing
director,
side.
executive producer.
On the movie side, I'm an executive producer. So is my wife.
Here's to us. You have both. You have
Okay,
both
so
going on.
okay, so Here's to Us is a different animal.
Okay.
Okay, let me explain the title. So
Yes.
on the marketing side, with ad count marketing,
Right.
I am an executive creative director.
Correct.
Because that's exactly what I do.
Yes.
Hands-on at this point. I don't have a staff under me,
Right.
like I did in one of the big agencies.
Right,
Okay?
right.
But so that's that title,
Yeah.
which is truly my title.
Yeah.
And executive producer, which I am at Woodward City Productions.
Yes.
I lived on Woodward Avenue in Ridgewood.
Okay.
Joanne lived in City Line, Brooklyn, which was the demarcation of Ridgewood, Queens,
Yes.
and East New York, Brooklyn, right? East
Okay.
New York? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct. So notice she's the cheat on the back, the wife. She's always there. Just double checking that you girls know I got a wedding band here and a second wedding band. Do you know where this wedding band came from? Well, this one's the one that we got married in church.
Yes.
And this one is from when we went to Oklahoma. We went to see, actually Shea Tullis had a beautiful shop that we used in our movie.
Nice. Yes.
And so Joanne and I got matching
Oh,
silver
that's
wedding
nice.
bands.
Yeah.
And I wear 2 wedding bands just to remind
Nice.
every other person that I'm doubly married. Don't name me. And in fact, that's funny that we talk about it that way because notice I can never stop talking. We got married in the Allegra Hotel. Judge Michael Santo did the New York thing.
Right.
But what we really wanted was an annulment from the first marriage. That's where the kids came from.
Right.
And they gave it to us, the Catholic Church, and it wasn't, the ink wasn't dry when we immediately called up Father Rob at Christ the King, and we got married in the eyes of God
Nice.
in the real church.
Yeah.
And that's the way we wanted it because she was my first girlfriend.
Right.
I was her first boyfriend.
That's amazing. Yeah, she was 14 and you were like 17.
And then later on,
And
the
then
second
later
time.
on, because her parents didn't want her dating that young,
Yes,
which
that's
I
right.
can agree with. So she was 16 and then,
I was 19.
right.
It never changes. The numbers actually
No,
stay
they don't.
fluid.
They don't. But at least she wasn't 14.
Well, no.
Come on now.
But I will say that I loved her all my life.
Oh,
That's truth. Real truth.
it's a great story.
It's a great story. Should
It
be made a movie.
is.
She says no.
All right, listen, we're going to take my first break. Don't go away. When we come back, we are going to talk about Ebenezer the Traveler.
This is going way too fast.
Well, hi there, Theresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Theresa. Bye.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Theresa Farrell, Tea Time with Theresa Farrell. And make sure you follow Theresa on Facebook, Tea Time with Theresa Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm with Jerry Parisi. What does he do? He does everything. He's an actor, he's a director, he's an editor, he's a producer, he's a writer. The man has done it all. And what's exciting is that we have a lot of mutual friends that actually worked with him on his baby. This is his baby. It's Ebenezer. We're gonna put up pick L, please. Thank you. The poster. That way you guys can see Yeah, there you go. Ebenezer the Traveler.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, thank you. I have the DVD in my hand. I'm very
It's
excited.
a different piece of art.
It is, but I have to tell you, I bought it, I watched it, and I loved it. I really did. It is such a great movie. You know, it's a movie. It's a family movie, people. There's no cursing. There's no violence. It's just a beautiful story. And I really, there were a couple of things that left me hanging that I was like,
Let's ask the questions. I'll tell you the hanging.
you know, no, I don't want to give anything away. I want people to actually.
Yeah, buy the damn thing.
I have to. People, you have to watch it. Let me tell you something. The holidays are coming up. Okay, so get the DVD. Watch it online. It's on like 20.
It is on 25 streaming
25
channels. We are proud of that.
Yes, 25
and
streaming.
it won 23 awards.
It did. It did. And
Amazing.
all international.
In fact,
festivals.
tomorrow, this is something you don't know
Yes. Ooh.
about me. I now also do play reviews on Long Island
Yes, you do.
for the Great South Bay News.
I have that down.
Shout out to Shoshana.
You write play reviews. Hello.
That's right, and I did 2 already. And tomorrow, a
Yes.
review of Ebenezer the Traveler is coming out.
Oh.
And I will say that Leland, though there's no names on this review,
Right.
Because the editors and everybody did it.
Okay.
That synopsis by Leland R. Prater. And Leland is a wonderful, hardworking, amazing guy that has strong family values.
Right.
And that's what took the movie and the story to where it had to go. Of course, Joe, with his keen sense of eye, Joe's got a keen sense of eye and the patience of 2 saints
Yes.
rolled into one.
Joe Valenti's amazing.
Joe Valenti,
He's
that's no
amazing.
joke.
He does amazing work.
And to say that he's an amazing director and everybody can say, yeah, I'm an amazing, he remembers every little inch of what's going on.
Right.
And he made all of us look good.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
okay, we all came with different talents to the table.
Right.
But God bless
Right.
him. And
Yeah.
great family.
Yeah.
We're family friends like
Yeah,
that. you
yeah,
know?
I get it.
And we all grew out of that. And I met Joe Valenti when he was doing the LX show with Joey Reynolds. That's when I seen him.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that kid, he was a kid back then.
Yeah.
Running around, running all these cameras on jibs and dollies. And oh my God, he did a great job.
But this, now let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Because you've been playing Ebenezer a very long time
Yes.
as a character. But
Right.
what came first, the pirate?
Pirate.
Well, okay, so but the pirate came before Ebenezer.
I was actually on the cover of the Newsday first.
So let's put up pick V,
Pick
shall
V?
we? Yeah, pick V. V? Yeah.
Oh my
So-
God, you got that from the Newsday ad.
Yeah, so that is the Haunted
I
Pirate
did that ad.
Voyage.
That's right. I did that ad.
And then the next pick, let me tell you, you got nothing on Jack Sparrow, okay? You have nothing on him. Nothing.
Wow, where'd you get that one?
It's a great,
Where the hell did you get all these pictures from? I don't even have these
it's a
pictures.
great pick. But you got nothing on Jack
Do
Sparrow.
you work for the FBI?
Let me
or
tell you, I
something?
can.
I believe
but let me
it.
tell I love it. I really do. I love
That's
it.
actually me first, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you for that. But all right, so listen. So
Yeah,
basically,
go on.
you've been playing Ebenezer Scrooge for a very, very, very long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And would you say or agree with me that it actually started at the old Bethpage Village? No, it started before that.
It actually started in the Port Jeff Dickens Festival.
Okay.
And I don't bring that up because the last year I worked with them, we had some disagreements, especially since my picture was on the Long Island Railroad TVs.
Wow.
Talking about that.
Yeah.
My picture was on the cover of Newsday.
Right. Yeah.
And you have a picture of that too somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because I gave you both Newsday pictures.
No, I don't know. I don't think I pulled from that.
You
but
don't love me
but
anymore, I knew
basically it's the pirate pic of you on
Right.
on the cover of the
Newsday,
newspaper.
And then the cover of me as Scrooge
Yes,
on the newspaper.
but you
too.
also but you've done this.
And then we moved on to Old Bethpage Village
Correct,
Restoration.
and then you did it in nursing homes and VA hospitals
right.
and street festivals, and
More
even
than that, we
and
actually
pick you because you even did it at Penn Station with the Rockettes.
That's right.
For God's sakes,
That's right.
Look
That's
at
right.
that.
That's right.
I love
and
it.
that was part of the situation leaving the
first one.
the town, right?
Yes.
Because I guess that they wanted it like
Thank
you're
you.
that character, but you don't have a name. But that's not my goal.
No.
Right. So my goal was, hey, I got to get out there.
Yes.
In fact, speaking of getting out there, I'm in a new movie that I'm working on called Course Correction.
I have that. And you play the dad
That's right.
to a
How do you know
to a
that?
college professor.
Okay, that's right. I do.
I have that.
But
Yeah.
we're only in the beginning, the very beginning stages.
Right.
There'll be a lot of changes. I
Yeah.
can tell you right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
There always are.
Are you filming that on the island?
That
or-
would be up to Joe Valenti because I want my team on this.
So that's Joe's.
That would be, well, no, it's ours. We're bringing
It's,
it to them.
it's okay. Got
Right.
it. Got
but
it. Okay.
before it starts, you
Yes.
got to get the press kits. You got to get the
Yes, you
actors.
do.
You got to bring the line producer in. You got to get all the above the line things have to come first.
Yes.
Then the below the line stuff.
Yeah.
Like Joe could.
It's a process.
It's a process.
For those of you who don't know, it is a huge process.
One that
and
you-
nothing happens overnight.
No,
You have to
no.
have a lot of pazienza, as we say in
Pazienza,
Italian.
pazienza.
Patience. You got to have a lot of patience.
Lucky me, I don't talk Italian. But anyway.
Well, that's the one word I heard my mother saying growing up as a kid.
I heard
God,
worse.
give me pazienza.
I heard
and I'd be
worse
like,
words.
what is that, Ma?
But anyway, back to that idea. But let's talk about Here's to Us. Here's to Us was our first bigger thing.
Yeah.
And I worked with Amanda in that. You see,
Yes,
I
you
had
did.
met her then.
Yes, you did.
And through her father, Don Dodson,
Yes.
and another gentleman named Carl Sabatino, brought us all together at Bobby De Niro's place down in the Village. And they're all down there.
Yeah.
And I met them, and it was a great meeting. And Here's to Us was about real advertising products brought into a TV series as an ad agency. So I played Rick, and then later on that was taken and became Crazy Ones. I'm not going to go through how, but it did.
Yeah.
And
A lot of times the names change.
and the characters stayed the same. Anyway, that being said, that's the way that worked out. So in that TV series, Here's to Us, there was a situation in Port Jefferson where that's where my ad agency was located,
Okay.
1075 Route 112. I was going to be Rick, the character, playing Scrooge in the festival.
Okay.
And what happened was they came over to me and said, you know something? You should take a good look at this character and roll it out because I don't think Here's to Us is going to make it. Whereas
Wow.
what will happen to you
Really?
is this has got some more chops to it.
Okay.
And I took that very seriously from several producers.
Right.
And then when I was on the Smith Sabatino radio show with Carl Sabatino and with Rollins Smith, I was on it for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
That was everything I always heard. But that's how Here's to Us came in. And I still hobnob with some of my characters. In fact, on one of the commercials, Sandy asks me, Rick, what'd you do with that cup?
Yeah.
And what happened is she played my wife,
Okay.
Christine Rena. She's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
kid. And but anyway, that was Here's to Us that led into Ebenezer the Traveler.
Well, talk about Ebenezer the
I
Traveler,
will.
and you were mentioning how it's a family.
Yes.
And I get it because I'm part of certain ensembles that continue.
Right.
Continue. And
Right.
so I just want to, let's mention some people.
Okay, mention
And let's
people.
throw up some more picks. So I was thrilled again, like I told you, to see my friends in the movie. Joey Petroni is one of them.
I love him. I just wrote to him
You
today
could
about
throw
the parade.
up pick N, please, because now just Chris Roach is standing, I think, all the way to the right of this pick. Yeah,
Yep.
he's in the cowboy hat. Tell
Right.
everyone who the other two ladies are to the left of you.
Okay, so that's Emily Jean Phillips.
Yes?
And she is also the one who sings the song.
Yes.
She's fantastic.
The song that Joe wrote.
That Joe wrote.
Which I
and
love. I love that
Let
song.
me throw out a great
Yeah.
plug. Joe writes great music.
Yes, he does,
And
because
he-
he's a musician.
Well, yes, that's
Yeah.
right. He'll never
Back
give
in the-
himself credit
back
for it.
in the
But
day.
he's a humble guy, actually.
no,
He's
no.
really a humble
He
guy.
needs to.
And I got to throw out there Anthony Rodriguez because I love Anthony, and
Yeah.
Anthony and we talk a whole lot.
Yeah.
He actually did the new Filmmakers theme song for me.
Wow.
Which that Filmmakers show is in slight reruns slightly.
Right.
Because Ebenezer is engulfing it.
Yeah.
And I have to work that first.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be on in more like January.
Okay.
Again, the new ones.
All right.
Don't worry, it's there. I can't think of her name. She played Mama Mima.
Yeah, she beats up Chris.
Right.
It was great.
Oh my God.
I can't give it all away.
Not only can't remember the lines, but I can't
I'll,
remember her name.
we'll find it on here and we'll mention it. We'll find it on here and mention it. I'll find it. I'll mention it. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go to O because stay there.
Because we should.
Richie Kern. We got Richie Kern.
Richie played a
is
nice
there.
job. Richard played the manager of a theater, and I've always
Yes.
admired him. He doesn't give up.
No, he doesn't.
And he was just the perfect theater manager. Now,
he was.
This was done, that part was done on the ultra low, which we were allowed to have non-SAG people. Now we're under the microscope of the guild, and we could never go that again. They will never allow that.
Right.
So now it's all union. It's got to be all union.
And M, the next pick, of course, is Lou Martini Jr. again.
There he is, Lou.
You guys cracking up. And look at you all clean shaven.
I don't like the mutton chops.
And
I never did.
And then pick T, we have with the cast. There's Joe all the way to the left, and then there's Tony.
Right.
Farrell next to him.
Austin Shane.
Right.
Leland is in the mic.
Correct.
That's myself and my beautiful wife in green. Now, that, I believe, was at the Huntington Film Festival.
Correct, yes.
And we were so proud.
Yeah.
Because that's where a film festival,
the
town gets behind.
Correct.
That's why we don't go to every Tom, Dick, and Harry's film festival. Because unless they do what they do, and they put it out there. We were in Newsday. We won. We had a big party at Newsday. That was the real red carpet world. Even the next best one was in Los Angeles. We won there as well. Okay, but let's understand something. For film festivals, there are the kind of film festivals that are small, and we've been entered in some of those, which are almost a waste to go to, but we did it anyway. Like, we love going to different. We followed to Tennessee. We've gone here, there, and we went as many places as we could. And whatever we couldn't go, Leland went to, and Joe has gone to all of them.
Everyone's there to represent.
To represent, right.
Yeah. So this was directed by Joe, and it was written by Leland, correct?
So,
but it was your concept behind it.
It had, well, it came from
and I have to tell you, I love the concept, because everyone knows the story of Scrooge, right? How he saw the light and was a changed man. And this kind of is like, what happened? What happened after?
He died.
What happened?
He was poisoned. So in the movie, when you saw them drop that coin and bite into it, that was the poison.
Right.
And then what happens is he dies.
Right.
And then he meets up with Jacob Marley.
Right.
With Fan, and there's not enough about Fan, and I love working with Amanda. I mean, the two of us, because we know each other more than anybody on that set. Since she's 16, I know her, right?
Yeah.
We just interact like real brother and sister, and it works.
She did a great job.
And then Austin Shane, fantastic, and now he's even taller.
Right, I know. So, he grew up since then.
Well, his father's really tall. Jeff Eisenberg and Marisa, wonderful friends of ours. They stand behind everything we do as well. Great people. And I should mention too, in fact, Joanne, do me a big favor. Grab me that book, because I want to mention some other people, like Chenna and the Remington Foundation, where we now stand behind them.
Wow.
You know? So if you could get that in a second. But the Remington Foundation is named after her family member, the pet Remington, the dog who passed away. She works along with Cornell and everything else. You can bring it to me. You don't have to. Oh, we have a present for you while we're at it. Quick, look into the camera, say hi. Wave, come down.
There's Joey.
No, I got to go tighter. That's it. So these are for you. They're the books that people say, are they real books? No, they're not real books.
Oh
of course they're real books.
Thank you.
And Joe has a vinyl coming out, and we have the DVDs out there with the beautiful music, and there's so many different things.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Now, this is the Remington Foundation.
Yes.
And we're very proud of this, and I promised Chenna I would be talking to her, and then you know what we did? What we did was, as soon as I could find it, which wasn't marked in here.
Yeah.
And it's all in the memory of her father, Paul Hoff.
Well, you know what? Let's take my last break, and you could find that. When we come back, we'll talk about it.
We'd better do it quick, though, because I have a lot more to
Stay
talk
right
about.
there. We'll be back after this.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Theresa Farrell.
And who's the best actress you know?
Theresa Farrell.
And who's the best cast member in Bad Boys?
Theresa Farrell.
Who's got the best radio?
Theresa Farrell.
Doc, who's your favorite guinea?
Theresa Farrell.
Who are you loving right now?
Theresa Farrell.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. We're going to throw up Pick D real quick, because I have to announce, which I didn't do at the beginning of the show, my bad. If you missed me at Governor's this past Friday night, I'll be back at Governor's with my girl Kristen Tinsley for Ghost and Giggles. That's the first Friday of December. It's December 5th. So come on out and see me, and you're going to laugh and maybe get a reading from Kristen Tinsley, psychic medium. Thank you very much. Back to Jerry. Did you find out what?
I did. I may want to go to that in December. Was it December
You should.
1st?
You should come. Yeah, the 5th, Friday
December
night.
5th.
Friday night, December 5th.
So this is an ad that I did for them, and you really can't read it. It's right here.
Yeah.
But it's basically the producers, cast, and crew of the movie Ebenezer the Traveler wish to extend congratulations to the Remington Foundation, nonprofit organization, on its first-year anniversary of continued support and dedicated to the memory of Remington. And we had to put that all together.
Nice.
So I did this ad for them, and I do all the ads really
Right.
at this point for the work. And that's newspapers. I did 18 newspaper ads, full page for the Huntington and everything else. But what did I want to tell you about the Remington Foundation? We went to that, and then you had another question. That was what it was.
I just wanted to talk to you more about the movie. Obviously,
ahead.
you filmed on Long Island, you filmed in Oklahoma,
Right.
and Staten Island.
Okay, so we started in, and I'll tell you a funny story. So we started in Long Island. We did in Yaphank.
Yes.
We have private sets in Mount Sinai that are actually our sets. We rent them, and they're ours as a private family that rents them. The grounds, everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we used the museums in Yaphank.
Yeah.
Then we went to Babylon Village.
Okay.
Under Mary Adams, the mayor. Throw out a plug for her. Great. Thank you, Mary. We love taking over your town. And we did. And we worked in Jack and Jack's Coffee Shop. We worked in the, what is that on Main? Joanne, what's that on Main? Do you
Well,
remember?
there's a lot on Main.
The antique store on Main Street. Okay.
Well, speaking about Joanne, let's throw up Pick P too.
Deja Vu on Main, right?
Pick P, because it's you guys on set, and I just wanted to throw that up too. Thank you.
Yeah, that's us, yeah.
There you guys
That would
are.
be us. Yes, it's true. That would be us.
That's great.
Yep.
You know what? Why don't you mention do you want to mention the parade?
We can mention the parade. Yeah, we're going to be in the Huntington Tree Lighting Parade.
Yes.
Right now, we're still getting everything together.
Right.
I've asked all the characters in a long-winded email, and we'll ask a few other friends to join us.
Yeah.
We got also, I belong to an amazing car club, the fabulous 50s and 60s.
I love it.
Nostalgia Car Club.
I love it.
And Joanne is getting into the Cadillac Club now.
Nice.
And we're proud of them as well. So we got 2 car clubs to work with.
Nice.
And we're going to be using them because the next Ebenezer takes place in the 70s. And that's where those cars are going to come from. We
Love
even
it.
have a
Love
Nassau
it.
County bus, which I absolutely love, that we're going to be working with too, the Rendazzo bus. We met his daughter. I never met the owner
Now,
of
when's
the bus.
when's the parade?
That will be November 29th. That's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, directly after it.
There you go.
And we'll
Yeah.
find out what's going on down
Yeah,
there.
I'll post it. You'll
Yeah.
post it. It's Jerry Parisi is on Facebook, and it's also Jerry Gerard Parisi on Instagram. And you can find
all over the place.
you find all the information.
I'm learning Instagram, and now my granddaughter's going to be teaching me, what is it?
Well, whatever you post there, it goes to Facebook. So
Right.
kind of like
I got to
two
do
birds
the
with
other
one
one. What's
stone.
that one?
The TikTok. Or
yeah, I
the
gotta do that.
Twitter and
No, TikTok.
I don't tick. I don't talk.
Kendall, if you're listening,
I get
Grandpa
in
wants
trouble.
you to help him.
But I want to put up more pics of the cast.
Quickly,
please.
hurry up. Oh
Okay,
my
we
God.
have pick
Before I drive everybody crazy.
Pick Q. Let's put up pick Q.
Martina Finch, by the way, is the lady. And
Oh, thank you.
Martina
Thank you.
Finch. What do we got there? We got good old Marley, as played by Michael Bertolini, Austin Shane,
Yes.
and myself.
And let's put up R.
R.
Stay there and put up R. Thank you.
Oh, that's the famous picture that's everywhere.
Yes.
And that Peter Sifu shot that. And there's Amanda, there's Leland, myself, there's Marley, and down below
Love it.
is...
And let's put up S, because we got a pic of Joe hard at work. There he is behind
Yeah.
the camera.
Joe Valenti is a hard worker. He is like a man possessed the way he works.
He is.
I have to respect that gentleman.
Yeah.
You know, we went to his wedding. He's gone to a lot of things with us.
Yeah.
I don't know, just great people. And Kelly stands behind him.
Right.
And they have a beautiful family, by the way.
Yeah.
And she is like, as Joe put it when he received the award in Huntington.
Yes.
She is the great woman behind the man.
Yeah.
You know, she puts up with all the creative, as Joanne puts up with me. You know, I drive Joanne crazy, but thank Almighty God she gets it. because that's the way it works.
I gotta have you back because let me tell you something.
I have a front, too.
This went so fast. Real quick, let's put up pick X, Y, and Z because X is my good friend Brimstone. You're there with him.
Yes, at Madhouse.
And the next one is I don't know how you got on the set of Eyewitness News.
That's Donnie Dotson.
Oh, okay.
Donnie Dotson was vice president of the in the editing department of ABC
Got it.
Eyewitness
And the
News.
last pick is someone I love who's going to be on Tea Time. I'm hoping very shortly is Kathy.
That's Kathy Moriarty.
Yeah.
I asked her, I left her a message, but I don't know how she feels about parades.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll get in touch with her.
Yeah.
I'd love her with us. We know we want her in the next movie.
Oh, that's
we also
great.
know that we want Ralph Macchio.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll get a
All
chance
right,
to see him
figure
as well.
Figure it all out. All right, so everybody, we gotta go. But I want to tell you, Ebenezer the Traveler. Please pick it up. Make it a holiday gift. Watch it with the family. You're gonna love it.
Let me do it better. Watch this.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't buy this, we will be visiting you, both Marley and I, and it won't be a pretty sight. So buy this and buy it 10 more times. We need the money.
All right, listen, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. You can
gives
come
me a
back
handshake,
anytime
she's
you
worried.
want. All right, listen, we gotta go. Thank you, everyone, for supporting Tea Time.
Half Hollow Hills. Thanks, Marita, JR, David, Rodney, all these wonderful friends I have over there. By the way, I had to say that to them, too.
All right, but I gotta go. And remember, tune in next week. And remember, tell everyone you love them.
And I love my
ciao.
wife. Bye.
Ciao.